Ricky, cheers.
Well, as we delve more into the rich history of blues and how we as Australians have messed with it and done our own version of it, I'm going to start off with a song on a very rare instrument. It's actually one of only two in the world, fair dinkum. It is it's a national res electric, but it's a baritone, and they don't actually do production runs of this particular instrument. But this one is a custom build, and I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky because my husband bought this instrument for me on spec. We're in the States touring, and I left him unattended for a minute. I went off to, I flew from Portland, Oregon, where we were living at the time, to Europe to do some tour dates. And when we met up again a few weeks later in Australia, he said, I bought this instrument. It looked interesting and it seemed like quite a good price for what it was. And I went, yes! Because most guitarists that I know, and I don't know if this applies to you, but most guitarists I know, if they buy a new instrument, they have to smuggle it in under cover of darkness in case their significant other finds it. Whereas I've been lucky enough, my husband buys me.
See, my husband's never, I mean, my wife,
Careful what you say.
No one. David Briggs, who's the guitar player in the River Band for a long time, is a friend of mine, and he told me when I was very young, if you're going to collect guitars, decide which kind of guitar it is and make sure they all fit in the same case. So when you go to buy it, you take your crappy old case with you, put the new guitar in the crappy old case, walk in the house as if nothing has happened.
Nothing's happened. Oh, this old thing.
This old thing. This is in the garage, that's why you haven't seen it. My life, give you flowers.
Well, I just cut straight to the chase and got this. I have lots of songs about my exes. That'll be my next song. But because like every singer-songwriter has songs about love gone wrong, because you know they say write about something you really feel, and that's usually something that you feel deeply about. But so this brings two things: a rare instrument. It's a baritone, which means it's tuned halfway between a regular guitar and a bass with fat strings. And it was bought by my husband, the preacher, and this song is about one of his ex-bosses. Bear this in mind, he's a preacher, he's an Anglican priest. He worked for a guy who was a real piece of work. If it wasn't for the fact that there's probably libel laws and I don't know if God will strike me down, but this guy, he was a church bloke, but he was high up in the organisation, and he was a bully and a misogynist, and really not a very nice person. And all the people that worked for him, he really gave them a hard time. So I wrote this song as a song of support for them, really. And I got to play it at one of their work gigs, at one of their kind of end of season party things. I got to play this song, and it was about this guy. And he was completely oblivious, but oh, that sounds like everybody seems to be enjoying this fine song. Yes, they are, aren't they? But everybody else in the room, you know, one by one came up afterwards and said, that was a song about him, wasn't it? And I said, yes, it was. So this comes out of the great blues tradition of what they call signifying, which is basically talking about the boss man behind his back, and he's got no idea. And have you ever noticed that some of these kind of people, they think that there's one rule for them and another rule for you? Sultana.
Well, you know, as Fiona was playing, I was thinking about how I wrote quite a few songs about ex-partners. And then my sister, who's a midwife, so she's a great help to me, she said to me one day, she said, you know, you want to stop singing those songs about negative relationships because it's a really bad mantra. And you're saying it again and again every time you sing it. And maybe it's the reason you keep having dud experiences in romance. And I thought to myself, that could be true. So I decided to switch it all around and stop singing about those things and stop giving them airtime for a while, at least for a while, and start writing about love that didn't happen at all.
It didn't happen at all.
So I wrote this song a couple of years back after hearing one of my bandmates say this expression. Now, when I say the sentence in question, some of you are going to instantly be upset and offended. So I've written a song which is really a hot topic with people. It's a topic that will be something that someone will send me email about this week. Dear Jimmy, I always used to like you.
And then this.
And then you said these words. This song is called I Hate the Ukulele.
Love you. What he said. I love you.
Now, please don't leave. Maybe just listen to my song, hear the lyrics, and you'll discover it's not so much about the ukulele as is about love that never actually got off the ground.
See?
So,
Fuck ukulele, you can play that.
I hate the ukulele, so please don't stop playing when I am around. I think of Tiny Tim, then I start to cringe. I need a cup of tea and I lie down. I've never been one of the cool kids. I never had a fashion award. And even though hate is a very strong word, I really, really, really feel negative toward the ukulele. Well, I had a crush on a blonde girl. She had a little nose ring
Loving it, yeah.
and the ukulele. But she went out with a hipster. He had a luscious beard, worked as a barista in a cool cafe. I tried to impress her with my je ne sais quoi, but I didn't see her noticing me. Strutting around with my electric guitar, but she has a yen for the jumping flea. Yeah, the ukulele. Trotting around with the electric guitar, but she has a thing for the jumping flea. The ukulele. So I'm gonna take a voodoo pin, I'll stick it in the body of the ukulele. About barista, posing as a hipster, tickling the toes of the girl with the pistols while driving in my car. The second-hand guitar, she might notice me, beg me can be free. And if she gets to know me, we can take it slowly, and I can see her daily. She can bring her ukulele. It's a compromise.
Jimi Hocking.
Oh, Hocking kawaii.
I've got to say, I can almost relate to that because I picked one up and they make no sense to me. They make no sense.
I know.
They make no sense. They're just strings. It should make sense. It doesn't. I resent that.
I resent.
I resent.
Right, we're gonna jam on in.
Okay.
Yeah? This song's called My Baby. She knows what's on my mind.
she knows. Well, yes, and then you get the ones that don't.
Well, that's
Then you get the ones like I've got songs. I've got some love songs. I've got love songs. I've got songs that are actually sweet. But then, did I not mention the exes? Did I not mention the exes? It's actually, I have a lot of songs about exes, and but I think I'll do the dark one about the evil ex. Now, I'm tempted to do one that, you know, it's easy to do bitter and twisted ones. I have got sort of jaunty ones like, I'm going to drink to your health until I ruin my own, those kind of ones, but I drag them out in the next show, but this is,
Are we in D with this one?
no, we're in B flat. I'm so sorry to say it. We're in B flat, because this particular instrument enjoys B flat. The ethos of these instruments is they're made out of what you've got to hand. And so generally made out of junk. I have to test them every time I get them out of their cases, just in case bits have fallen off. You can actually unscrew some of the bolts here and open up the cigar boxes that they're built on. This is built on a large cigar box, I think from Nicaragua, and an old fence post from Yakandanda, a fake number plate from the Macro Vehicle Collection.
Virgin
Yes, thank
toys.
you. And this one is about my evil ex, the cheater. I'm playing this one Mississippi style with my
Cubans are all on
whiskey
Virgin
bottle.
toys.
Yes, sort of man who drive you drink.
A lot of difference.
Goes like this. demonstrator. Shoved in your car from door to door, where you had a little something, but you craved a little more. Had a queen in your head, you ain't got it no more. You had a queen in your head, you had a queen in your head, you ain't got it no more. Had a queen. You know, the great Chris Wilson once told me, you know, you shouldn't do songs that are too cutting because you never know, you should be mindful, because if you write a song about someone, they have no right reply, and you have, a microphone and that's not a fair balance, and I went, nah, all bets are off with that one. I'm sorry. And the funny thing is that, I just mentioned a song I wrote too, which was kind of more of a funny breakup song, which is called I'm Going to Drink to Your Health Until I Ruin My Own. And so I was telling the story about That's a Different Ex. He was just a bit of a sausage, not really evil so much. But he did end out, I was in the studio recording one of my first albums, and I came home from the studio and just found he'd gone, he just left, like Dusty Shapes where all his stuff used to be. We've been living together for 5 years. Like, what happened? So I just would like to tell you that if you are going to break up with someone, you should flag the end of the relationship with, an argument, something that gives you an idea that it's about to go down in flames, because I had no idea, so I just started drinking, and thus I'm going to drink to your health until I ruin my own.
What was the, who was that guy, John Bobbins? What was his name? Wayne Bobbin, was that?
The Bobbit fellow, the truncated Bobbit fellow.
Is that what you're talking about?
That's what a tangent was.
That was a real tangent.
I'm a Gemini, I love tangents.
I'm not sure where that's. Oh look, I will just say, rather than go on that tangent, which is a little bit creepy, fellow Gemini. Well, see, we're both. When is your birthday, Frank?
September, I'm a Virgo.
A Virgo, okay, a bit of steadiness in amongst the two Geminis over this side. But I will just say that if you, as a bit of a heads up, if you are going to get involved with a singer-songwriter of any genre, be extremely careful how you treat them, because whether it's good or bad, you will be all over the next album.
That's sad but true, isn't it? Well, I've got a little song here which is about one of the other subjects you can write about in blues and roots music. And that is, of course, cars. And people might remember me from the old days when I drove a Valiant. I've had a couple of Valiants. Who's a Valiant driver here? Any Valiant drivers left? No? Lord help us. I had a VE Valiant, I had a Safari wagon, I had an AP6, I had an XM Ford for a little while. Frank had an XM Ford station wagon.
I was a Peugeot. I had 203 Peugeot. 1955 203 Peugeot with the suicide doors. Oh my God, it's sexy.
Suicide doors, we love that. But the thing is, I bought my first Valiant for $1,200 back in the late 80s, the VE Squareback. It had a Hemi in it. And recently I did a show with Bob Starkey. We played at Victoria Markets, and there was a car show on. and all these old Valiants and Fords and a two-door Monaro. I had one of those for a spell with a girlfriend. They were all there, and I was beside myself with upset at what those cars are now priced at. They're like $90,000.
Keep going, double it.
Well, it's just crazy, right? And there I am thinking I made a killing when I sold the next
Forget it,
Ford.
cigarettes cost that much.
$6,000 I got.
Cigarettes cost that much these days.
Yeah. My first house was $90,000. But here's the thing: if you know those old Valiants, you'll know they're great, stylish cars. They're made of steel. You're the king of the road. But it doesn't matter. They still have a shit radio in those cars.
They didn't have
So when you talk about
Didn't have
modifying
one,
your
mate. That was
Valiant,
an
it's not
extra.
just getting wires or something like that. I'm talking about getting a better stereo for the Valiant. So this is not.
Nah, VE.
I had a V8.
Oh, right, yeah.
First car. Traded with the green
Yeah,
out.
right.
Don't-
You were lucky.
I loved it.
You were lucky, mate. They had 389.
This song's about my first Valiant
4.5 Hemi it had.
Yeah, that's right.
and about replacing the radio.
Yeah, I loved it.
But I don't know if you know, but everywhere you go in a Valiant, there's always some Harry High Pants checking out your car when you go in for petrol. And he'll tell you how he bought his first Valiant for $62 from a guy from Shepparton, which is miles away from the ocean and there's no rust in it. I hate that guy.
Yeah, why they're all made in South Australia. Right next to the ocean. They're the whole factory.
Take my girl on a honeymoon, eat my soup from a silver spoon. Hey, that's what I say. I get a brand new radio for my car. I can't never sing a song. Oh yeah. My girl is the world familiar. My heart is the golden key. She said I'm the only one. I said I'd better behave. That's what I say. Get me a brand new
And he thought he didn't have the voice to do it.
Ah, but what have we here?
Beautiful.
This is a love song. I'm going to play you a love song of mine. This is a ballad about a woman and her lover who conspired to kill her husband. It's a ballad. It's a love song.
Wait, someone gets killed at the end?
Yeah. It's a love song.
It's a harsh love song.
Well, you know, some love is harsh.
It's true. He's not wrong.
Sometimes love is harsh.
He's right.
I introduced this song all over the place and get different responses in different places. And sometimes, some people laugh, some people don't laugh. And I used to think, the ones that laughed were the ones, maybe it was a bit weird, that they laugh at something dark like that. Maybe you should look out for those people. But I've worked out that it isn't those ones at all. It's the ones that are quiet when you introduce that you should look out for. And the husband shifts a little uncomfortably and the woman doesn't do anything. They're the ones you should worry about. And during, it was 2022, I was travelling through a place called Bellingen on the north coast of New South Wales. And I introduced the song, and a couple of people laughed, and a couple of people didn't. And then there was a couple over in the corner, left side of the room. And I said, this is a love song about a woman and her lover who conspire to kill her husband. And she said, that's what we're doing. That's what she said. See, now I think it's weirder that you laughed at that.
Yeah.
But that's all right. That's just me. It's called Old Nasty Jim. We're a 12 bar in D for all of you playing at home.
Oh, okay.
no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. We'll hold my alone now. Alright, well, it went for a swim, nasty Jim, and it sank and it never came back. Thank you, folks. We've lost the stomp here up here. I'm not sure what happened, man. Maybe that DI needs to be leaned on or tapped again or something, but dropped out during the song. Yeah, cheers, man.
Well, talking about people that need a little bit of talking to, I think we played a lot of this little lady tonight, so let's give this one a little bit of a whirl.
What are we in?
Indeed.
Yeah.
You've got the D thing going on here.
Thank
I
you.
am so considerate.
You are.
I'm a lovely person like that. This little baby. I'm going to do a little. This one, I'm about to do a tune which owes some sort of debt to a fabulous blues woman out of Como, Mississippi called Jessie Mae Hemphill. And I got to visit a juke joint that she used to run, which had been transported to a friend's property in Como, Mississippi. And he had a lot of her stuff because when she passed away, all her stuff was in a storage unit nearby, and in the end it seemed like what family she had, and nobody was paying the dues on the storage shed, and they were just going to throw it all out. So Sherman Cooper, who's a fantastically interesting bloke, he owned this property, and he was raised by his grandparents on that property. But even though they were running that with a lot of Afro-American helpers and servants and people like that, he pretty much just ran riot with all the black kids as a child. And so he ended out driving Mississippi Fred McDowell around and becoming a minder for him, and he also ran a lot of the picnics, the Hemphill, City Hemphill, and those kind of Mississippi Hills style picnics on his property, and he had a lot of Jessie Mae's stuff. So he invited me up, and he got so excited because he said, "Why don't you play some Mississippi Hills stuff?" And I did on Jessie Mae's guitar, and it was a fantastic experience. And this guitar was still quite playable, but it had a bullet hole through the top bout of her guitar, because at one point she just cracked it and shot her guitar. She was the kind of gal that had a gun in her purse. So I wrote this song channeling a bit of attitude about that. You can't always agree with what people have got to say, but you can draw a line in the sand and go, you know what, I'm not listening to you. Yeah, you can tell your story walking the bed. happy man, my soul. And 3 strings. They're fascinating little junk box instruments, and I've been really enjoying exploring them in recent times.
Awesome.
Yeah. Very nice. An all-in fantastic.
Key of E.
Well, I walked the big
Thank you so much for coming down. We really appreciate it. Big thanks to the Westernport for having us, all the staff, everything. And yeah, this song's called The Devil's Hooch. It was written, it was on my first record back in 2011, but the idea came many years before. I was travelling through northern New South Wales in the mid-90s. I had a sky blue combi van, and I was travelling around, and I was standing at an ATM in Mullumbimby.
Yeah.
See, we're very far from Mullumbimby, so that's kind of just, yeah. Mullumbimby is known for its horticulture. And so I stood at the ATM and I pulled some money out, which was for something else. And there was a guy standing behind me, and I turned around. First I thought he was going to try and roll me, but he didn't. He said, "Do you want to buy some weed?" And I said, "Sure." I said, "Is it any good?" He said, "Mate, it's the devil's hooch." And that just stayed somewhere in the back of my mind. And then years later, I was writing songs for my first record, and I wrote this song. So I'm going to do this song. We're just going to riff in D. Yeah.
They didn't celebrate him, man. Till later, you know, fuck off. We were there at the start, nowhere near it.
Yesterday was done, till tomorrow is coming still. But today you done slept with the devil himself. The devil don't stop till he gets his fill, and I will be your man instead. If you could be my rose, and all them things I hate the most, I'm gonna turn into my rose. I'm gonna roll it up into a big fat roach. I'm Mojo Lust, a sweet just like the devil's hooch. Stage. We stole it from the crowd, but a purple patch on the light won't up, burn one down till the morning sun done come around. Like we know it will cold, we know it had a billion times before. It's gonna come around one more, Lord, come around one more, Lord, come around. On the slide. Don't you mind?